You were the senior weapons inspector. You were tasked with looking for and finding WMD. We're in a position now where Iran may well be on its way to having WMD. But, you know, is any country now going to go to war on the basis of intelligence after what happened in Iraq?
I hope not. I think that the starting of the Iraq war was a tragic and terrible mistake. I think Mr. Blair probably felt that there was a special responsibility of the great powers, members of the Security Council, and he had been encouraged by the successes that he saw in Kosovo, in Sierra Leone, but he didn't feel a need to have an approval of the Security Council. The US was also pretty high on its hyperpower that had developed as the lone superpower in the 90s, and they wanted to take revenge, further revenge, on the 9/11 in Afghanistan. And they maintained then that they would weed out the weapons of mass destruction and that they would also take out the Al-Qaeda. Well, these were contentions that didn't really stand up.
But
and
tell
they were
me, Hans Blix,
the only success, I think...
Tell me, Hans Blix, so sorry to interrupt, but do you think the unintended consequence of what has happened in Iraq has been the inexorable rise of Iran?
Well, I think the lack of a Security Council approval of the action in Iraq should have stopped them from doing it. And I think that it is perplexing that in the current situation there is much talk about going to war with Iran when it's perfectly clear that Iran has not committed an aggression and has not a track record of aggression, and that certainly the Security Council is not going to approve any act against Iraq.